Hi, I'm Carly Cornell.
And I'm Harvey Cornell, and we are Dragon Phoenix Games.
Today we want to introduce you to our cooperative adaptation of Wasteland Express. This is a 2 to 4 player cooperative adaptation of the game, and we want to thank our friend Vince Hawk for supporting us on acquiring this game and suggesting to us that we should do it. We've had a lot of fun playing it, so Harvey will tell you about the winning conditions.
All right, thanks, Vince. Okay, in this cooperative adaptation, what we're doing is we have a requirement to complete a certain number of faction jobs, and that's going to be equal to. There are 3 factions: the New Republic Army, the Archivists, and the Oracle of Ceres, and we have to complete 3 jobs in each faction times the number of players. So for a 2-player game, we have to complete 3 jobs for each, 6 jobs for each faction in total. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now it doesn't matter. It's not like I have to complete 3 archivists and she has to complete 3 archivists. It's just between us, we have to get 6 of those and 6 of the New Republic and 6 of the Oracle. So we can split them up however we want. But once you get a job, you have to do that job, not the other player. But between us, we can contribute together to get to that 6 of each. And if you complete a job that has as a reward a priority first class contract, then you can't win the game unless you also complete any of those priority first class contracts you received. So
the contracts pile up.
Yes. We try not to take too many of those because that gives you extra requirements to get it done. Mm-hmm. So, but you can't help but take some of them.
Yeah.
Now, in addition to that, we have a timer in that we're going to go through the event deck only once. So you have to complete that, all those contracts or jobs, by the time the event deck has run out. And then the last victory condition requirement is if either one of us has our trucks completely destroyed, and we've made it a little bit easier for that to happen. But if either one of us is completely destroyed, we both lose the game. So that's our victory conditions.
Yeah. So speaking of making it a little easier to happen, let me tell you how that might. One of the things that we've changed a little bit is how the Raider trucks operate. First of all, when we are in combat with a Raider truck, instead of just taking 1 damage if we lose, what happens is we take the damages equal to the difference between a win and what we actually rolled. So if it takes 5 to knock them out and we roll 3, we're going to take 2 damages. Essentially, so it's the gap that we're measuring, and then we take the damages equal to the gap. Another thing that's changed about how we handle the trucks is when we land on one of their little spots that activates them, we are going to roll a radiation die.
No, they're automatically moving then.
Oh, they're automatically. Oh yeah, because it's the spots. The spots activate them. And what's going to happen is that whoever is activated is going to move towards us. So they're going to try to get to a place where they can fight us. I mean, that's their first objective. If they can, for example, if we were to trigger this guy right now, this is the one that's Route 66 there. The 99s, actually Route 99. The 99s, if we were to activate them, they would move right here and attack
me,
Harvey. So that's one difference. Another is if we pass through the hex that they control, and you can see right now they've got 3 of them right in a row, sort of making a wall here. If we pass through one of their hexes, they're going to roll to try to attack us. We do use the yellow die for that. But again, instead of taking just a single damage like the die shows, what happens is we pull a Raider truck card and fight them. And with the same consequences as I
Potentially
described
more
earlier.
than one damage.
Right.
Or possibly 0 if we win.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. And then the last thing is.
Oh, and you will also say we cannot pillage their truck if we win
Right.
that.
Right. Yeah. Pillaging will only happen if we initiate the combat. So if the last thing that is significant about how we work with them is what happens at the end of the round. So I've taken all my turns and Harvey's taken all his turns. Now it's their turn, and we are going to roll the radiation die at that time. Just because it has more hits than this one. This only has 2 hits on the die. This has 4. And we feel like they need to be a little tougher. So we roll the radiation die, and if we get a radiation symbol, they move. So we do it 1 truck at a time. We'll show you that, I'm pretty sure. And
Again, they're trying to
they're
attack
going to
us.
move toward us, always toward us. If they can get closer to both of us, they will. If they have to choose, then they would choose. Well, at the end of the round, we haven't got anybody activating the die, it just goes. But you'll see how he makes those choices. Basically, whatever the worst possible outcome for us is. So.
Yeah, and we have to be mean to ourselves. We have to, if there's an ambiguous choice for them to make, we want the game to be tough. So we're going to have them move to the place that's going to be more difficult for us, generally.
Yeah, generally speaking, they're coming after us, and that's part of the excitement. So, so those are the biggest changes that we've made. There are a couple of things that happen in the handling of the missions, the jobs as they come out. We'll show you some of that.
As a matter of fact, we saved an interesting point to demonstrate to you. It's my turn, and there's something about to happen that we wanted to show you, so we'll do that.
So, it's Harvey's turn.
So here I'm playing GAT, and this is my truck right here. And so I was going to take, actually I had already done it and I realized I wanted to start recording here. So I'm going to do the movement right here. Well, actually, no, you know what? I had already done 1 movement, so I had some momentum, and I have the turbo. So I was going to go again, and so that's normally 4 on my second move, but with my turbo it's 5. So I was going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and I was wanting to get a new job card from the New Republic Army. So I move over and take an outpost action, get a job card, and like I said, I kind of peeked at this, or already knew this was something I needed to show you. So it says that I need to complete 2 smuggling runs from the Oracle of Ceres faction. Okay, now, one of our new rules is that you can only have 1 of each faction's jobs in play at a time. So I only get to draw 1 card when I go there, which is different from the regular game. I don't get a choice, look at several and keep 1. I get 1, that's my card, and because I can't have multiple cards, and this says to complete 2 Oracle Series smuggling runs, and they have to be smuggling runs, what we do is, because I have to have 2 of those, so we're going to go directly to the Oracle Series deck, starting on the bottom, and find the first 2 that are actual smuggling runs, and give them to me.
That's a smuggle.
And they are going to be attached to this. Now, you know, some of these rules, if you play it 3 or 4 players, it may actually be possible you can't make it work. Maybe those were already taken by other players for some other reason. Then you just, if it's not possible, you're just going to have to discard that one and get the next one, because I'm not trying to break the game. But so now I have tied these together, so I have to complete these 2 to count this one as done. But when I do, I will get to move all of these over. These are the ones we've completed, 2 Oracle cards and 1 Archivist card. All of these will move over there when I complete these 2 smuggling runs.
Right. So that was sort of a bonanza.
Yeah, in a way, but actually,
Of course, did you pull?
you
did.
No, they're
pull
smuggling
one.
runs, so they don't have priorities.
Yeah, but he has a priority.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to complete both of these Oracle cards to complete this one, but then I'm gonna get a priority for his class one as well.
Yeah.
So,
Like I said, these things multiply.
but now the other thing is, you're never required to complete the jobs you have. But since this is a priority first class, I may not work on it right away, because if she could complete 6 New Republic Army jobs without having to bring out a priority first class and add to our troubles, that might be great. But if she ever pulls a priority first class and we both have that kind active, somebody's going to have to do one and give us another requirement for a priority first class.
Yeah.
So we might just wait and see what happens on that.
There's almost no way to get through 6 without getting some of them.
Right.
So
that's my
anyway,
turn.
Okay. And I'm in the middle of getting food to Delos. I have my food now, so
Now she's here,
I'm gonna move
and she's got to go all the way over here.
1, 2, 3, and that's it. Your
Okay.
turn.
Well, the other thing I wanted to do while I was here is I was gonna.
Oh shoot! You know what? I'm not ready to do that because
You wanted
while
to
I'm
purchase.
here, I don't want to I already did that. What I want to do is draw a blue card
Oh, okay.
because we're allowed to have one of each type. Right now I have one green one. I don't have a blue, but let's take one while I'm in the neighborhood and then I can plan toward it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it says deliver weapons to Silo 42. So this is a smuggling run, and it does not have.
There's Silo 42.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's handy.
Way far
Not. Okay.
Okay, so now back to me.
Mm-hmm.
Now I also was thinking that this is the only job card I have, and I really don't want to work on something that gives me a priority first class if I don't have to. But I can't get another green one. And these 2 Oracle cards don't really count as my Oracle job, so I can still
Yeah,
go
they
get
do.
No,
Oh,
they're
but-
part
oh, they
of
don't- yeah,
they're
they-
part of this.
Yeah, they don't. They
this
don't.
one for Republic Army.
They don't count against your hand limit, but
Yeah,
they
my
will
hand limit
count.
of 1 of each. So I can go get one from here or here. You know, I have a lot of money too. I could stop at the mod shop, and I've been wanting to get a weapon or something. So why don't I was thinking about buying that water. And who's buying water? Is there someplace I can deliver water? It's way
It's all
over here. I was hoping to make some money on the way over there.
It's not
But
on the way.
It does not look promising. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a movement and I get to move 4 because of my turbo. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm at the mod shop. I do have a little excess money. I have 2 cargo space. I think I really want a gunner. And that would take a lot of money. It's going to take 9. That would leave me 8 if I get a gunner. I've got the guy that started with the trailer. I've got plenty of space. How much is armor's only 2. That would still leave me $6 to do something with. I think that might be enough to let me still be able to do some things. I'm going to go ahead and pick up an armor. And that. You know what? I had already done 2 outpost actions. So I can't even do this. I can't buy anything because I've done my 2 actions. So I'm going to have to take my 11 back and wait till later to do my mods.
Okay.
Alright.
Bummer, dude. Okay. Then I'm gonna start moving because it's gonna take a lot of movement to get to where I'm going. That's it for this turn. Your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to move again. I can move 5, but I don't want to stay out there where they can attack me. I'm just going to go to get to here.
You draw a pink one.
No, I don't. I need an
On-
outpost
yeah, I know.
action
But we're at the end of the round, sweetie. You'll get that next turn.
round.
Yep. Okay, and then I'm going to do some more movement with my knot. 2. Let's see, where do I want to? 1, 2, 3. Boy, I'm going to stop there. Just because I want to. I don't want to activate anybody. That's it. So,
That's the end of the round.
end of the round.
Alright, so take those back.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the last thing before
Trucks.
the new
Mm-hmm. And
event card
we'll
is the
start up
trucks.
there and run down this way. So,
Okay, so
he's
that-
first. New.
Not moving.
Moving.
He is moving. Okay, he's right next to me already. I mean,
If he comes here, he splits the difference between us.
yeah,
Oh.
and that would possibly allow him to jump and get closer to
Mhm.
you.
Yeah. He's not moving.
Not moving.
Woohoo!
Only one of them moved.
Okay.
Alright.
That's an improvement on my rolling. Up until now, I've rolled hits on every one of them.
Okay,
I don't
so
know why he
now
has to
we're going to
take the die
get a
from
new
me.
event. New event says each player may purchase any one cargo at half the market price rounded up.
Okay.
Well, food and water is 7, so it's going to cost 4 to buy food or water. And
How much are weapons?
9, so it's going to cost 5.
Oh, don't have that. So never mind.
I'm
You
going
got
to pass
plenty
on
of
that
money.
opportunity.
All right. Then I go first, and I've got 3, 1, 2, 3, and now I'm at Delos finally, and I'm going to take that outpost action to deliver food to Delos. Bam. 1 food, which is worth 7 plus the $5 that I have here. So that's 12. Now, we did a lot of work reading the rules, trying to figure out exactly whether or not you're supposed to be paid the market rate for these deliveries, plus what it says on the card. And in the end, we decided that whether whichever direction it goes in the base game, in this adaptation, it doesn't make sense to pay $2 or $3 or $5 for a food item and only get $5 back at the delivery time. So we are going to take the market price plus what the bonus that's in the job, and that's what we're doing in this version of the game.
Okay, and so you...
So it also allows me to draw 2 allies and keep one.
Okay, and that's our first New Republic Army job that we've completed.
Yeah. And I'm not going to draw the allies because I have an ally here that is a +1 die in combat. I am not going to replace him. And I only have 1 bed at this time. So,
So
that
did
means
you
it's-
collect the money you're supposed to already?
I did.
Okay.
I'm good.
So I'm just going to start by drawing a Oracle of Series card.
Oracles.
Yeah. And fortunately, it does not give us a priority first class contract, so it's something I want to keep. Deliver any one cargo to dispatch. Where's dispatch? Way down there.
Okay.
But I can deliver any cargo I want to them.
Okay.
And I happen to be in a place where I can buy something. So why not? Of course,
Take him some blammo.
yeah, I'll take them some blammo, but I can't buy it right now because I took an action already. So.
Okay. All right.
But I'm kind of inclined to go get another contract from the library first before I move, so that I can be working on several things.
So, I need to buy some weapons or pillage them because I need to get weapons to Silo 42. I'm thinking I might try pillaging. I like the look of this truck. In fact, I like the look of that truck a lot. So I'm gonna go start making my way toward him. And he's the blue guy. If I go 1, 2, 3, that'd bring him over, wouldn't it? And then all I have to do is pounce on him.
Mm-hmm.
as he falls into my clutches. Well, anyway. Maybe.
We'll see if you're still saying that after combat.
Yeah, maybe not. Because I don't have any nice...
I'm just going to purchase weapons for 3. And now they're not selling weapons anymore. Now they are selling food at $1 a piece.
That's nice, that's
But I
cheap.
can't make another purchase until next round. Oh well.
Yeah, okay, my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go here and initiate combat. And they are coming in at a 5, which is unfortunate. I get
2 dice.
2
plus
dice
1 hit.
plus 1 hit. Oh boy. It's a little high for my particular situation. Yeah, boy. I rolled 1.
Plus 1 is 2, so 3 damage. Now the armor will take up 2 of them. And you
2,
can mark the
and
empty
I mark-
space for the other one.
Okay, so there goes my armor. And I've marked my space. So that's as much as I can do on that turn. That was combat.
That was bad.
It was bad. You're
Okay. I'm gonna move. I actually get to move 4 because of my turbo. Do you want that truck to move, or are you gonna try to fight him again there?
I'm gonna try to find him again.
Ooh, you're brave.
Or stupid. It's possible.
See, if I land there, he's gonna move. That's not what you want. If I go 1, 2, 3, what? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's gonna move the red truck.
That's that one.
Yeah, he'll move this way, but I think I can deal with that. That's okay.
Okay. Alright.
He's gonna try to get me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then I'm gonna come up and fight him again. And that... He pulled a 4 this time. Aw, poor baby. Maybe I can roll some bigger spots this time, because I do have a machine gun, so I get 1 automatic hit, which means I only need to roll 3, which I did. That means it's 4. And I got
You
it.
were supposed to roll another. You were supposed to roll an extra die last round, and you didn't do it, did you?
Oh, I am, because I have
Well, you can
an
maybe
ally.
you better roll 1 die and see if he took less damage or 1 last round.
Okay, let's just. That's 2 hits.
You would have only had 1 damage, so you can
No, I'd have. Oh yeah, I'd have taken 1 damage.
So you can have your armor back with 1
With the
damage on it.
Okay. All right. Revisionist history. Because I do have, from a previous mission, I have an ally who gives me an extra die in combat. And I kept him because he's good, and I need that. But anyway, this time I actually win, and I get the weapons and the water.
And then the Raider truck
And he
gets
gets
2 waters.
Mm-hmm.
And now, one of our other rules is he has to go back. See, he's the railman. Oh boy. So he has to go back to one of the 2 zones neighboring that, and we get to pick which one of those 2. So I'm going to go here so he's not right on top of me.
So he doesn't initiate an attack. Okay.
So you
That's
all
it.
done?
Yes. Oh, I did pillage, so I have to mark that.
Okay, so now I'm going to move for 5. Okay, now I got to dispatch, and I'm supposed to deliver any 1 cargo to dispatch, so I have to use an outpost action to complete a job like that. So I'm delivering weapons, which are currently worth 9, plus 3 is 12, and yeah, she just explained to you that we are taking the value of it. But even though, okay, actually he's not even asking for, he sells stuff he doesn't buy. So it doesn't change anything over there. I just get that, I get to look at 2 allies and we get to have that completed.
Sweet.
So can I have 2 allies to look at?
Certainly. Okay. And while you do that, I will go ahead and take my
I'm
turn.
happy with what I got. I'll keep the guy I've got. I only have
Okay.
1 sleeper, and I like the guy to have squishy, which lets me get an extra combat roll if I take damage,
Okay.
or re-roll 1.
I am going to move to the rock where they're looking for food and water. And I am going
I gotta
to
take the weapons.
I am going to deliver that to them for $7 a piece. So that's $14, or scrap, if we want to be quite correct about it. But then that'll change their demand. And now they're looking for just food. And I could take ally cards, but that's an outpost action, that's another turn, never mind. And don't want it anyway. So that's the food and the water. But the good news is now I have some money, if I pass through some of these mod shops and whatnot, I can do things. So that's my end of round. Do you have one? You've got one more turn.
Yep. I can move 4 because of turbo. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't purchase. I can't activate the outpost. I really can't do anything.
So you stop.
It's in my turn.
Okay. Just have a beer with your buds.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. So that's the end of the round. And
So we move our markers. And we just been using these to mark
Who's
who was
first?
first that round, but now you gotta roll to see where these
The
guys
trucks.
move. Which one do we want to roll first? This
we'll
one?
just come this way again.
Okay. Not
No.
moving.
Yes.
Moving, that's gonna be here. And the reason is, this one, actually this one puts him within range 1 of me. That puts,
I think
okay.
maybe you should.
I think he should go here, because
Yeah.
that actually traps me, and he puts me close to me, so that actually is what he would do.
Yeah. And then
Last
this
one.
one, that he's moving too.
And,
He'll probably come toward me, won't he?
well, he could really go either way, because this is closer to you, this is closer to me, so it really could be either way.
And he'll be 2 away either way.
So, I think we
maybe.
can kinda choose, because I
Well,
don't know
have
that
him
which
come
one's,
this way.
I don't know which one's better or worse
Just in
for
case I
them.
might need some pillaging at some point.
No, I don't know, I think maybe, is that enough
Yep.
to show how to
Yeah.
play the game? We've completed 5 of our 18 so far.
Yeah. Of our 18 minimum.
Our last 2 playthroughs, we won on our last turn. And our very last playthrough, we each had 1 action left. It's pretty tight.
yeah. Yeah. It was a
And
squeaker.
And if we hadn't had some of those escorts that let you,
Yeah.
she had to deliver a nuke on the last turn, and if she hadn't managed to pick up some escorts that let her jump across the board, we wouldn't have won. This is pretty tight.
Yeah. So that's how this plays. We'll have complete rules for you on our website at www.dragonphoenixgames.com. This and 40 some other adaptations. Help yourself. Enjoy. And thanks again, Vince. We really appreciate your support and the fact that you're always the first one to watch the video. I think that's really cool.
And Vince is also in the hospital, at least the last I heard while we were doing this.
Yeah,
So
get
soon.
well and enjoy this video. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.